Hello and welcome to another episode of Geek-Men and the Masters of the ThunderNerds. I'm Dustin.
And I'm tired as hell.
Hello, Jessica.
I'm Dustin. I'm tired as hell.
I don't know how I...
Hello, Jessica.
How do I mute that?
I don't know how I... Hello, Jessica. How do I mute that? So where's the echo coming from?
All right. People who are on Instagram, are you able to hear us? Oh, wow. I can't type at all. I just... Oh my goodness, what's going on? I just typed hello, but it went backwards. That's so weird. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it just... Okay, I can hear you on Instagram. All right. Well, good, because just wanted to make sure that you guys can hear us. This is brand new for StreamYard. So it's a little bit experimental and, you know, just wanted to try this out. So...
All kinds of bugs going on.
Heidi Ho, Jess, who's... Oh, how am I doing that? It's just... Who's doing that?
That was me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you... Hey, you know, we're still learning everything about everything. Okay, yeah. Goodness. So that was a thing.
5 minutes in, already a complete train wreck.
Yeah. All right. So I guess what's new, Zombie? Other than being exhausted and tired.
Oh man, I haven't laughed like this all week. I needed that. You're typing backwards.
I honestly have no idea what's going on. It typed OLLEH, and I'm just like, what the hell? It's like somehow it's...
I can't.
I'm typing the word hello, and it typed OLLEH.
Oh
and
my
it's
god!
Like, what?
I'm tearing up.
It's like I don't understand what's happening. It's like, I don't know, something switched on my something's flipped on my I don't have like a... I have no idea. But anyway.
Well, neither of us know what we're doing, so it's fine. It's fine, you know. So we're doing something new. We're streaming live with Instagram now. So
yeah,
thanks to our Instagram viewers.
Yes,
Dustin, you'll have to relay any messages. I don't think.
Yeah, I had that open.
Yeah. So if we get any comments, you'll have to. You just have to verbally address them.
Right, because they don't stream into they don't flow into Instagram, unfortunately, yet. So I'll just have to relay them. But yeah, other than me typing weird, someone else typed weird too. Who
are you talking about? I responded to Jess. I responded to Jessica. So those 3 comments that you're probably looking at, is that what you're looking at?
No, I'm looking at
oh, okay.
the Instagram comments. I gotta screenshot this because it's so weird.
That this is gonna make it to the reel.
Okay, so did that. Now I'm going to see if I can present. Share screen. Oh, it helps if I open it first. Hang on. So yeah, I'm definitely taking this detour because this is very weird and funny. So just bear with me a moment. I'm sure it's all riveting to you guys, but I just want to prove that I'm not crazy. I am crazy, but where the heck did my screenshots go? Okay.
Oh,
Now I can do this, and
best opening to a show ever.
it's it's wild for sure.
We have no idea what's going on. So
Okay, window. Entire screen. Share. Okay. So do you see this screenshot?
okay, yeah.
So I typed
Oh, I
OLLEH,
see it.
but and then someone else said OLLEH back, and then they said this, which I can't
Oh,
decipher just
Faker
now.
Battle Cat. Yeah, I follow him. Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
follows me too. Yeah, yeah.
So it's just I'm typing and it was putting it in backwards,
That's
and
weird.
I'm baffled. So I just wanted to prove.
Anybody has anybody out there watching experienced this? If so, try to
What?
leave a
Plus no
comment as
somehow.
best you can, and that is funny. All right,
All right. So
the
anyway,
show must go on.
yeah,
Wow, look at that.
I I know. Stop sharing it.
That was awesome. That's like extra dimensional.
Okay, so for those that don't know, I am getting over COVID, trying to. Um, at some point, I got it. This is the first time I've ever got it, so it's all new to me.
Mm.
So yeah, that's why I'm hoarse and coughing and all that mess. So, and that's why I haven't been as active on Instagram, but I've tried. I've tried.
Well,
So
rest, and fluids is the most important thing for you.
right.
So,
Well, then I just figured out one of the medicines that they suggested I take was just Mucinex. Well, I take Mucinex and I'm just like, I couldn't sleep. Get up the next day, look it up. It can cause insomnia, but yet it can also cause
which
drowsiness.
you don't need.
So it's like,
You're
so I'm
already an
laying there
insomniac.
until like 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's like I'm just watching time tick, tick, tick. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's like, God dang it, it's so annoying. And
That's the
no,
worst.
you were not bothering me on Instagram at all. And yes, I needed that laugh as well. So yeah, it was good times. But yeah, no, I still battling through the fog of this stuff. So bear with me. I'm even more ADHD than normal. Okay, so first on the agenda, what's in the box? You have anything? Because I do.
Uh, I mean, I personally I don't have anything new, but I did in theme for tonight's talk. I cracked out my Fresh Monkey Fiction Naughty or Nice collection classic scene.
Nice.
So if you don't have any of these, they're awesome figures, 6-inch scale. Um, They are on Big Bad Toy Store. Just type in naughty or nice collection. The Wave 1, they have almost all of Wave 1 in stock. Wave 2 is still on pre-order, and Wave 3 just got announced with reindeer.
Ooh.
Really cool. They've got some, Krampus figures. They've got little elves and nutcrackers that are like the, 3 3/4 scale, not as articulated, but you
Yeah.
really need them to be or whatever. But yeah, these are cool. Are really, really good quality for an independent toy company.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of Santas, but I mean, when you get one and then you see like there's a pirate Santa, there's a zombie Santa.
Yes.
Wave 2 has the mall Santa, like the uh not mall Santa, hobo Santa. Like
Oh.
he's all, he's got the bottle of booze and the beard's hanging off his face and he's scruffy and Wave 3 was really cool with the announcements, though. They've got a wizard Santa and would work just great as just a wizard. Doesn't even have to be Santa, but I mean, it's a wizard. He's got like the blue robe with the stars and the big wizard hat, sort of.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, check them out if you haven't already. Those are really cool.
Yeah. Seeing yours, it makes me want to get one just because it's good to like have mixed in with other, 6-inch scale figures. Just
Right,
because
right.
it's like a regular Santa in the middle of your Thundercats, visiting Thundercats or visiting Turtles, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
that'd be pretty cool.
totally works.
Yeah.
It fits in.
Do you have a Johnny number 5 figure?
I don't. Somebody asked me this. And I'm wondering if this is the same person. God,
Could be.
that was so long ago, though, it seems. No, I don't, but I would take one.
Oh, boy. Okay, so not the same person. I just love the movie. Okay.
Understandably so. I loved Short Circuit as a kid.
I've never seen Short Circuit.
You got a mystery box, and I'm curious as to what this is. So you teased it a few days ago. You said you was going to talk about it on the show.
Yep.
We're on the show. Let's go.
It's time to go, huh? All right. Okay. Well, I got the notice that this was shipping to me, and I had a heart attack. I was like, what the heck? I started going through my bank statements and like got my wife there and we're scrolling through our bank statements trying to find, thinking we don't have the money to cover this. If it comes out, it's going to really set us back to the point where we can't afford Christmas, can't afford groceries, can't afford, living. And so it was just very overwhelming and tense as we were looking this up, trying to figure it out. We're going through all our records. Couldn't find it. And then found it. Apparently, we had successfully placed this order at some point, but
So with that build up, it was already paid for.
yeah.
Okay. Pressure's off.
Yeah.
We're not going into the negative.
Right. All right, let's get me up on the screen here.
Oh! Okay.
Yep. So there's that.
You need a bigger place to live.
I really do.
Thunder Tank, Party Wagon, You got
Thunder Tank, Cat Slayer.
Cat Slayer coming. I mean, thank God you don't have Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain and.
I do, but I don't
Oh my
have.
God!
I don't have.
Not the new one. You've got the classic.
Yeah, I don't have the classic. I have the original.
Well, I mean, yeah, original.
Yeah,
That's what
and
I
the
mean.
2003 one.
Not not that monster that they made a few
Yeah,
years
no, I don't have that. Unfortunately, I wished I did,
ago.
but I'm getting the
No,
Cat
you
Slayer,
don't.
so that's.
No, you don't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't have space, man.
I love it. TMNT was my favorite. Yep, and it it definitely brought back nostalgia as I was opening it.
That's great.
I was just
Okay,
like,
so
wow.
wait. Let me stop you. Let me stop you. Which version is this? Is this Super 7? Is this NECA?
Yes, yeah, it's the Super 7.
Super 7. Okay.
So it's based on the toy, the original toy, um, inspired by it. But and it was just one of those things because there were so many ones that came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard to figure out which one to order, you know. But
Yeah, there was even a third party one. I
yeah,
don't remember who did it. Was that one wasn't Ramen Toys, was it?
I don't think so. I think
Somebody
it was
somebody
Jada.
did, okay, yeah, that might be it. Somebody did one around that time that like NECA and Super 7
Yep.
like was doing theirs and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, we're going to do one too and it's going to come out first." And
Yeah. Yeah. and it was at first it was like it came out and you're like, oh man, that stinks because that looks really cartoon accurate. But then I got this one and it's like, okay, this is cool because it's just like the childhood toy. It's exactly it's everything that I wanted and improved on. So it's just glorious.
so Brian
I
and his
love it.
crew did a great job then, huh?
They did.
Okay. Yeah,
And
cuz
and
he said they went back
yeah,
and had to make adjustments cuz it wasn't the
didn't have
plastic
the same
walls wasn't thick
heft.
enough. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this definitely has a bigger heft, a heftier, meatier girth to it, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out that it wasn't a surprise cost that you had to worry about right now at this time of year.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of those things that was like I had already I was disappointed that I wasn't getting it because I have the turtles.
Mhm.
It's like I made sure to get the turtles. It's like, okay, I just want the turtles and the van, and then I'll feel like I have a good period on the completionist sort of thing. Uh Period on that sentence, I should say. Um just to round out the collection. And and I had already come to the terms with the fact that I lost track of it. Must have came up while I was came and went while I was in the hospital, and so I already had grew to the accepted the fact that okay, yeah, I'm not getting it, and then boom, I get the notification that it's shipped and and all that. So it was
I'm
just
glad it worked out.
overwhelming
Yeah.
and super awesome. I have the I have pictures of me with the original toy on Christmas Day. So it's gonna be fun to put those together and show everyone. This was me as a boy. This is me as an adult.
It's gonna be like those pictures where people they're little kids with their dads
Yep.
or whatever, and then they take the same picture in the same place when they're
Yeah.
all grown.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
I got a
hilarious.
Funko Pop that I ordered back in July. LOL. Nice.
So I was supposed to have something today, but the post office, I don't know, is holding it ransom or something. I don't
Hmm.
know. It's just in transit somewhere.
Mm.
Like it
Yeah,
made
the
it to
word kinda.
Louisiana, it says, but
Yeah.
not to my door.
Right.
So maybe I'll have something special next week.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. Hope it works out.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so that is all for my excitement. I can gush about the turtle van all day, but I will spare y'all the harassment of that, so
Yeah,
to
just
speak.
share that on Instagram. Save
Yeah.
it for Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so the topic
movies.
at hand, the movies that we assigned.
Yeah.
You want to go in order they were assigned, or
Whichever one. I think we have Violent Night first is listed.
so we got we both had seen those already. You know, you had said
Yeah, I'd
you'd
seen
said
Violent
about
Night. Yeah.
did you catch anything? I'm sorry, did you catch anything this time that maybe you missed the first time watching, or maybe something you had forgotten?
No.
Yeah.
Nope. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But I mean, I really enjoyed Fatman too, because that was fun.
both good on their own merits.
Yeah.
Whereas Violent Night is definitely like the magic of Christmas all through the movie. You know,
Yeah.
it right from the start, right from the opening scene. There's no question this guy is Santa. This guy
Yeah.
is Santa. He's not some guy that's dressed as Santa that happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time with this family. It's Santa. And it's awesome. If you ever wanted to see a movie where Santa kicks some ass and takes some names and checks that list more than twice, Violent Night is the movie.
Right.
That's the one. Um, I think they did a really good job with it. It was really well put together. Yeah. It was a riot. I laughed, howling laughter at several of the scenes, like especially with the opening scene where you've got him sitting in a bar and he's drinking a beer. The bartender's chatting with him or whatever, and then there's a mall Santa comes in and tries chatting him up, asking him, how long you been doing this? And he just kind of chuckles and says something like, a long time.
Yeah. Too
Yeah,
long.
yeah. By the end of the scene, he takes the door to the roof, and the bartender's hollering at him because she thinks he's just some dumb drunk Santa, and
Right. Going the wrong way.
she
Nope.
gets
He's
up there and he's not there, and then she looks up and there's the sleigh and the 8 tiny reindeer, and she's like, "Oh my God, it really was Santa!" And about that time, he leans over the edge of the sleigh and just all over it lands all over her. And at first she's like shocked, and then like it's almost like she starts smiling again, like Santa
Yeah.
just puked on me.
Right. I just got puked on by Santa. No one's gonna believe you.
Oh
Can you
God.
imagine having that story to tell? Yeah,
No, of course
it's
no one would believe you. It's like, yeah, come on.
right.
No, that's just a great funny opening to a really good movie that you wouldn't think would be. I mean, you see it and you're like, "A Violent Night. Why do they have to make movies like this about Christmas and that sort of
Right.
thing?" No, give it a shot. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah. If you ever wanted to see Santa lose his shit on a bunch of people, this is definitely the one.
All right, so I want to skip to the end. And I know we're going out of order here, but I'm jumping to the end to say that I really, really liked that he was a Viking Santa. He was
Oh, right.
Viking Santa, and he's just like, I've been doing this for blah blah blah, and it's just like he was legit Viking. He was a
It's like
Viking before all this.
1100 years or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you pay attention, if you look at the sleigh, it's a boat.
yeah,
It's a Viking boat.
yeah. Oh yeah, I really like that. That
Yeah.
was definitely my favorite part about the whole thing. Just because I
Oh,
mean,
the thing that I just like when shit goes down, the
uh,
shit hits the fan, whatever, and he's trapped in the mansion with all of the special ops team that's there
yeah,
to take the money from this spoiled rich family. Um, and he gets cut up, he gets shot. So, he realizes he's losing a lot of blood. He's got to do something about it. There's no medical kit. He doesn't go to any of the restrooms to look for anything like that. He takes Christmas tinsel to stitch himself up and one of the hooks from the ornaments and then he wraps himself with he makes the bandage out of the wrapping paper and the fake snow gauze
yeah.
and wraps it with a ribbon. It's like, come on. But as he's taking that coat off and everything, he still has all the Viking tattoos and stuff
Yeah,
all over. It was
it
awesome.
was glorious. It really was. It's literally everything I ever wanted out of a Santa Claus movie. Like when I think of Santa Claus, I think it might be like this far northern dude who just is out there. I mean, who else can handle the snow and shit like that? Like,
Yeah. I mean, but I mean, in the beginning of the movie, he's over it. He's like,
mm,
children today are just little shits. They
right,
just want money and video games, and they gimme, 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 and he's over it. He's considering this is the last Christmas I'm doing. I'm done. So, the lead up to where the situation where he has to get violent in order to basically at first save his own life.
right,
And then in doing so, he finds that family, there's this little girl that
hmm,
still holds on to that belief of, hey, I believe in Santa and the magic of Christmas, and this is still a special time of year. And
yeah,
it warms his heart enough. And he sees the bad things that are about to happen to this family. Begrudgingly, he decides to help, but it's all for the right reasons.
right,
It's not for selfish reasons like, oh, well, if I do this, then they'll, raise my spirit or whatever. It's
right,
no,
right,
he sees somebody in trouble and it's like, yeah, I can't let that happen. So he
right,
does something about it.
right. Which I think is very Santa Claus like.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. If you've seen it, go watch it again.
Yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
All right.
Oh
So
man,
the one you haven't seen yet that you just got to watch,
yeah.
Fatman.
Fat
This is
Man.
with Mel Gibson.
Yep.
Okay, so this one starts out where it's like, I don't know. So there's this guy. Is he Santa? Isn't he? It's not quite clear. There's this spoiled rich kid,
Right.
little shit that blackmails and steals from his grandmother, and
Right.
he's no, he's got a hitman on retainer.
Right. It's just
Who is this kid? But yeah, it kind of leaves you up in the air until suddenly it doesn't, and you're
right.
like, oh wait, yeah, he really is Santa. How did you take it going into this movie?
I really liked the setup. I thought it was funny, how it was executed and how it was just this spoiled rich kid that didn't get his blue ribbon for his science competition or whatever.
Which he probably didn't even make himself. He
right,
probably had his servants do it.
right, or his servants, yeah. So yeah, it's just I don't know. It just seemed funny, or like something he might have ripped off. But yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so I thought that was funny, and then how uh he manages to have the retainer. He managed to have a person who hates Santa Claus essentially on retainer as his hitman, but he didn't know that
I
necessarily.
think he
He
did.
just
I think he did because when
he
he
did
decided to have
say
to go after Santa, he mentioned, "I have I've got somebody I need you to take out that I think you're gonna especially like."
right.
Something along those
Yeah,
lines.
he did say something like that, but it wasn't advertised, I should say.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. Well, I mean, like when you see this guy, the hitman introduced, it's very obvious. You know, once the setup is done, you realize what's going on,
yeah,
and he's got it in for Santa. He's holding a grudge. He's held a grudge his whole life for
yep,
Santa.
yep. Which I think was I don't know. I think it's great. I thought it was really well set up, and I love Walton Goggins, so he's fantastic.
He's a great
Um,
actor. Yeah,
yeah, I especially liked him in Justified. So more Justified, please.
so so the events unfold. Santa is kind of on hard times in this
Hmm.
movie. They get funding from the U.S. government. It
Yeah,
seems to operate to make the toys and that sort of stuff for kids, and they come up short because it's explained that it is a pay per performance
yeah,
agreement.
like pay per
And
pound type.
yeah, so performance is down because belief is down and all that
Right.
kind of stuff. So and then in true government fashion, they send some goons in to go, hey, well, we can help you out, but we kind of need you to work on a special project for us,
Right.
which turns out to be, control panels for some military application thing.
Yeah.
So military gets involved and they come in, and then that's when we're introduced to the workshop
Yeah.
with the elves.
Dude, the elves are hilarious. The dude's sitting there going like, "Oh, he's watching him like do like essentially think of Elf where he's eating syrup and candies and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
he's just like pouring all this candy syrup and stuff like that and eating it, and they're like, you know, they had a funny like grayish look to them, and he's like, you're not getting enough sunlight, you need to get out for this and that, and oh dude, no, I get a full 40 minutes or whatever. I get plenty of rest. I get my full 40 minutes every night. And it's just optimized how they optimize it. And he's like, well, you should have leafy greens, and tell him you need to add stuff to your diet. You'll shoot right up. And he's just like, no, I'm optimal this way.
Right, right. I like the scene where, because all the elves were assigned numbers, so
Right.
they didn't call them by the names. And the soldier had asked, what's the significance of the numbers? And that's when Santa and the elf known as Seven explained that it's more efficient that way. And then the soldier asked, "Well, what happened to 1 through 6?" And Seven and Santa just kind of looked at each other, with this solemn look. And the elf looks back to the soldier and says, "We don't reassign numbers. It would be
Right.
disrespectful."
Right.
Numbers are retired, you know. So,
Yeah.
and the soldier was impressed by that. He was like, I can respect
Yeah.
that.
It's, but again, it's probably like, I don't know. It felt very much like Holocaust. Like it's more efficient to be assigned a number. It's just like,
Well, I mean,
"Hey,
there was
hang on, that's
so
not what we're
many of
saying."
them. There were so many of them, though. I mean,
Yeah.
could you imagine if there's 100 of them named Jeff,
Right.
and there's and then 50 of them have the same first letter in their last name or whatever, so they can't say Jeff H and Jeff
Right.
C, and so I mean, I don't know. Numbers make sense to me with it.
Yeah,
So
I guess. I don't know.
it wasn't in a bad way.
It really wasn't. I'm
They were
putting that on it. It's just
yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
meant in a bad, but that's how it's like it hit me a little bit. It's just like, eh. I
Damn,
wonder if
man, I
they're
thought I was the negative one.
it's like I wonder if they're not objecting to that because that's what they're essentially doing to people with social security numbers and
Mm,
all that other random stuff. But I don't know. Anyway, on to other things. Let's see.
yeah, this Santa was definitely no pushover though. He could handle himself.
Oh, dude.
I think when we first meet him, he's out shooting target practice and stuff.
Yep, yep. And when he got home, he was like, "Oh yeah, someone took a shot at the sleigh or whatever," and it's just like,
Oh, right, right. Yeah, when he went out for Christmas and he
yeah,
came back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, some punk kid took a pot shot at him while he was flying, and he had a
right,
bullet wound that he had to dress when he got back home.
yeah. But the cool thing about that was it was like he healed, and it was like
Scarred.
it was still scarred. He
Yeah,
had lots of scars on him, but it was like something magical was happening. Like he was being healed already, while he was
right.
shot. Sure, he was being healed already at the same time.
Yeah. That's one of the big
It's
differences
like
between
Wolverine, only slower.
right, right. One of the differences between that Santa and the one from Violent Night is in Fat Man, when he's injured, it heals, but it's almost he keeps that injury. Like it would heal like if you would heal.
Mhm.
Um, like if you got shot or whatever and survived, that scar would still be there, but it would be healed.
Yeah,
It's given that you survive it, but
right,
so whereas Violent Night, he would heal and there may be a little bit of a scar there or whatever, but after a little while, like he's good as new.
right.
Like he's back and kicking ass again. But in Fat Man, it held a little more weight. Like you could still see the history on his body from the injuries that he sustained through the years, but healed.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to give too much away at the very end for people that may not have seen this one yet that might still watch it.
Who
So
hasn't
that's why
seen
I'm
it?
avoiding that.
Right. No, no, I totally get you. It's definitely would
It's
ruin
worth
it,
a
but
watch.
it is. It really
It,
is.
it's not what you're expecting. Like you might be thinking, oh, it's this weird Santa movie. It's Mel Gibson and he's crazy, and it's really not what you might
Right.
think if you haven't seen it. So definitely give it a shot if you haven't already. Go watch
Yeah, I feel like I don't know anyone who didn't watch it or who negatively rated it ha- is holding something against the actor Mel
it. Yeah,
Gibson or
or
his
it's just not. It's not the type of movie that they're looking for. Usually with Christmas movies, people are all warm and fuzzy and hallmarky, and this is
yeah.
not that.
Right, right. And I don't know, I actually liked it better than, those Hallmarky type movies. Santa
Well, we're
Claus is
guys.
still
We're guys, so yeah.
yeah, Santa Claus is still the pinnacle of Santa Claus movies. Nothing's gonna top that one. But Violent Night and Fatman are also really good that deserve to be in that category, that
Yeah.
echelon of movies ranked.
They're in my watch list for the season, like Krampus was,
Yeah.
and I watched these two. I don't I don't do a lot of Christmas. I really don't. I don't know. Call me Scrooge or Grinch if you want. I don't care. Me and Christmas, we got history. We got beef. Uh, so I'm not a traditionalist.
Yeah, I mean, for Christmas for me it was usually like watched a lot of kid movies, so we'd
Oh yeah,
usually
no, it was
always
the
watch
whole
the Rudolph
the
and
whole Rankin Bass Rudolph specials, and the whole Charlie Brown.
I didn't really watch that ever. Um
Really?
yeah,
So you
I don't
hadn't
know.
even today.
Huh?
You haven't even watched it today, like now as an adult.
Not in my recent memory that I can think
Uh,
of.
Guess what we're watching for next week, people?
No, 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 no. No, no,
That's
no,
not it.
no.
Not it. I mean, you can watch it if you want, but I'm not watching it. I've seen it enough.
Yeah. I like so speaking of, well, this is a little bit off topic, but Four Horsemen just released
The Ghost of
their
Jacob
figure
Marley.
obscura,
Yep.
Jacob Marley. My favorite version of that is um the George C. Scott uh Christmas Carol. Um that's my favorite version. I know there's people who like let's see, any of the other dozen actors that have done this, but I prefer that one because it's the one I grew up with. So that's what I am accustomed to, I guess. But
Yeah. See, I don't think I have a favorite Christmas Carol because it fits in with that warm and fuzzy
yeah,
Christmas movie, and that's not me. I'm sorry.
this one has a little bit of an edge to it because it's more it's a little dark. Um, especially as a kid, if you're watching it, it's dark because it just with the three different ghosts that come and visit and just how it appears and all that. It was a little spooky as a kid watching it, and I guess I don't know for sure, but my mom says that if anyone would ring a bell that signaled another ghost coming, if they would like, because my mom had bells sitting up in the kitchen, and she would occasionally ring one just to hear how it sounds and just to
Oh, that is not what I meant to do. I'm sorry. Let me get that off of there.
yeah.
More technical difficulties.
um I think you got it.
I was trying to pull up Source Horseman for the that figure.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
yeah.
I what ended up happening was I shared our screen instead.
Well, anyway, I forget what I was saying. Fascinating.
You were talking about the version of the Christmas Carol for
Right. Yeah, my mom said that anytime
with the bells.
with if anyone would go in and ring a bell, it would freak me out. Like I'll just lose my mind, be like, "What? What's going on?" But I definitely got over that. I can have a bell ringing. I can have all that stuff. So it's just I just remember it spooked me as a kid a little bit.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. And
So
that really reminds me of the George C. Scott version of Jacob Marley, just because when he undoes that ravel, his jaw falls open, and it's just like, whoa.
right, yeah, like this one here.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So this is the next figura obscura that came out from
Mm-hmm.
Four Horsemen Studios, the people that brought you Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions. Here we go. Here's some pictures I can click on. That's all the stuff it comes with.
Yeah.
The extra keys, the big safe, the
Door knocker.
ledger boxes, yeah, the door knocker, all the chains. Chains are real.
Yeah.
uh, really great looking figure. Again, they went holiday themed for the end of the year for Figura Obscura. They keep saying that
It's
Figura Obscura is not a holiday line, but we keep getting holiday themed figures. The interesting thing about their releases that they did this year, which was let's see, they did the Monkey King,
Monkey King.
I think was the first one this year. Then
Uh-huh.
they did Mask of the Red Death, and then
Yeah.
this one just a couple of months later, The Ghost of Jacob Marley from Christmas Carol. They're all literary themed. And if you
Mm-hmm.
go back further for their first releases, where they did The Headless Horseman,
Mm-hmm.
Father Christmas,
Yeah.
and then the previous year before that with the Krampus figure, um, they're also sort of literary related. There's been a lot of literature on all of those characters, really.
Yeah.
Um, so I kind of wonder, is that going to be a theme that they keep
Yeah.
with
I
some
kind of think it
sort of
is.
literary base? Well, I mean, I see, shows that Jeremy Gerard's on, and Jeremy Gerard works for the Four Horsemen. He is their director of marketing and sales.
Uh,
He also develops their website and most of the content that you see, on social medias, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or what have you. He brings you all of that.
right.
I believe he writes most of the bios for the characters. He's writing a book, which is, I don't want to say the ultimate fan fiction, but he has admitted to coming up with some things and had to get it approved. From Eric Treadaway. So, but anyway, he, I lost my train of thought where I was going with that. So I'm sorry. No, he has said, I'm back on track now. He has said in other shows that he's been on that there are other things because they have a giant master list of things that they would like to make under the Figura Obscura brand. And they're not all holiday. They're
Yeah.
not all literary related. So, I mean, I'm kind of hoping they go more cryptid with some things because there's some certain cryptids that never really have gotten justice
Mm.
in figure form. I would really like to see that happen. But yeah, this is here's just kind of a stripped down version of just the figure without the accessories and stuff. Um,
I love
really
that coat
cool.
and those
Coat
boots.
is not soft goods. It is actually a
Right.
molded plastic piece, though it is
Right.
flexible. I've
Right.
heard. Oh, here we go. All right. That just gives you some of the history, and that's another thing I like how they do all of these figure obscuras is they give you some of the history behind the character and focus here for what their individual releases are. There's some of the awesome paintwork by Nate Barch and some Easter eggs in there from some of the other team members of the Horseman group. I'm not going to go through them because our viewers probably are like, who's he talking about?
Right.
And then you've got these just awesome shots from Trevor Williams, 1/6 shooter on Instagram. Yep. He's their official photographer, and he's branching out. He's doing other photography for other companies, other brands, which is awesome. And so is Nate. Nate's doing box art for a lot of the Masters of the Universe stuff, which is really cool too.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, and these guys just started out just as fans, you know, for the Four Horsemen, and they were able to provide
put me in, coach.
Yeah, no, I am not on that list.
Right.
Probably never will be.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to know more about all that stuff, go to their website, sourcehorseman.com, and you know, play around on that site. You'll fall down the rabbit hole, and it's all there, all the stories, all the bios, all the information. If you like what you see, there's a section where you can go to find where to buy those figures and that sort of thing.
Just checking back in on all of our Instagram folks. Yeah, we are in the Twilight
Sorry,
Zone.
we weren't ignoring you. That's Instagram's kind of the new edition for streaming. So
yeah,
forgive us. We're still getting used to the whole streaming platform thing. Anyway, there's stuff that'll pop up like Dustin typing backwards all of a sudden.
I have no idea why it was doing that. It's just baffling. Okay, so movies for next week.
Okay.
I say I have a movie that we could watch.
Okay, you want to pick one? All right.
Well, I want to hear your pick.
I was totally gonna go Bad Santa.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that one?
Yes, I have.
It's been a while since I've seen that one. I don't remember much of it, so I know it's not kid friendly.
Right. I was gonna vote for a movie that Nick mentioned last week.
Oh,
it's on last week, I think, or the week before, whenever it was. It's on Tubi, and it's Gingerbread Man versus the Evil Bong, and that was made in 2013. And again, it's on Tubi.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's see. What is
it has Gary Busey in it.
All right.
Let's see who else is in it.
Crazy old Gary Busey.
Whoa.
Okay, so Bad Santa is on Pluto.
Oh my God, it has Tommy Chong in it.
Oh Lord, I haven't heard that name in years.
Yeah. Jimbo Leary. He plays Jimbo Leary. All right, yeah. So I mean, it's an hour, 20 minutes, and I think that would be fun to watch for a laugh, as well as Bad Santa. So I'm getting you with the the Gingerbread Man versus the Evil Bong, and you can watch Bad Santa. I think it equals out a little bit because Bad Santa is an excellent movie.
Okay. I'll reserve judgment after I watch the movie.
Yeah. As will I. I mean, I'm
Hey,
just
Nick, this is all on you.
right. Yeah, I'm supposed to follow up with them, let them know what we picked. So
Yeah, he
I'm gonna tell them,
unfortunately,
yeah, you get your wish. You were watching Gingerbread Man versus the Evil Bong and Bad Santa.
he couldn't join us tonight. He was,
He had a heck of a week.
preoccupied. Yeah, so
Yep.
he's got to come back next week, though. We got to kicking, screaming, dragging him in by his toenails. I don't care. He's watching his movie. He's coming.
Right. I'm dying to get Kurt back in here at some point. I know he's had a rough go of things, so I'm not giving him too much of a hard time about it. But yeah, I mean, doors open whenever he wants. He's welcome.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, he'll be back when he's
At
ready.
some point. Yeah. I mean, everyone has stuff going on.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you handle your business. Take care of what you got at first.
Yep. That's right.
This is just for fun. I mean,
absolutely.
Thank y'all for watching, but we don't like this is as much planning as we do. What you're seeing, this is the planning that we do.
Yeah.
We are
pretty
not
much
interested.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, you know what? Oh,
what you got?
Just bumped the turtle van.
Oh.
All right. We're gonna go play. And yeah, we'll see you back next week if it doesn't break.
Actually, we have another show coming up, don't we?
Oh yeah, shoot, 20th. That comes next, right? Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's Wednesday.
That's how numbers work usually.
Yeah. I don't even know what day it is half the time. So
now that you mentioned that, I don't know what the 20th is. Is it a Wednesday?
it is. It's a Wednesday.
Okay.
And I remember that for a very specific reason. But I'm not going to talk about that here just yet. I found it ironic. But yes, so it's Wednesday. And it's all about the toys we hate and the companies that make them. So we're throwing a little bit of shade on some folks out there and bringing up some beef, digging it up, and all that stuff. So, a little bit of levity and, serious shit.
I am not pulling any punches.
Right?
If I'm not making somebody mad, I'm not doing it right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, so, not my earpiece. Yeah, so, sorry.
So join us Wednesday.
Join us Wednesday, and then come back Friday after you watch.
8 o'clock-ish.
Yeah.
9 o'clock-ish.
Yeah,
sometime.
9 o'clock our time, Eastern time. 8 o'clock your time, right?
Yeah, I'm a
hour behind.
You guys are in the future, so there's a little bit of lag. We have to rehearse sometimes. So what is the future like, Dustin?
It's beautiful. Oh, goodness.
Oh, that would have been totally awesome, dude. With your turtle van.
I know. Oh, goodness. I need to go play.
All right. So
after I take a break.
At least 2 shows next week.
Yep.
If everything goes off without a hitch. So, and then we'll be back Friday to discuss the gingerbread and pot movie.
Gingerbread Man versus the Evil Bong.
Okay.
And Bad Santa.
We'll get there.
Gingerbread Man versus Evil Bong on Tubi, and
Yeah.
Bad Santa.
Well, I don't know about gingerbread, but I did kind of make some brownies, I think,
You
before
think?
before I started the show. It's either brownies or a cake. I'm not
Oh,
sure. So no gingerbread for me, but there's some type of fudgy thing waiting for me downstairs. I'll tell you about it next time.
all right. Well, yeah, until next time, hope everyone has a good time, and we'll see you back next week.
Humbug.